From cute interactions to fun, yet creepy story time, and avoiding troubles at all costs. Hello, Magi here, and welcome back to another episode of Top 5 Touhou Doujin Works, the series where I look over Doujin works I or you guys have noticed throughout the week and had the need to tell you guys about it. So without further ado, let's begin the Top 5 Touhou Doujin Works number 25. Number 5. As you know, love is a very powerful emotion. Considering the amount of times love has been used in fiction works throughout the world tells you how important love is. But sometimes people don't like love, maybe due to their, jealousy. Jealous Shit Revolution, created by Kotari, focuses, to be expected, on Parsi. To be honest, the name really caught my eyes. Anyway, with Parsi being jealous as usual, this time however, she decides to be a little more productive. Parsi goes to the surface in order to ruin other people's happiness because, she's a lonely douchebag. While trying to execute her plans, things aren't looking up so well, especially with this. How should I put it? If you don't talk to people, isn't it unfair to want people to talk to you? You just don't want to do tiresome stuff, right? Are you scared that they won't like you? People won't like someone who won't do anything for herself. That's just unfair. Nobody wants to be friends with an unfair person. Chiruno-chan, everyone's here to play with you. Right? I'll be going. Ah, she died. She has good points sometimes. This is why idiots are scary. Damn. You fucked up when Chiruno is giving you a bloody lecture. If you want to see Parsi suffering because of her jealous antics, just like this one, then you've come to the right place. Number 4. What do you get when you add a skull, balloons, and a moon? You get a story, surprisingly. Not a combination I would use, but I ain't the one who wrote it. Nostalgia et la Carte, created by Zunus, is a work that's split up into 3 sections, one focusing on each of the girls on the cover. You have one with Wakisaki Hime, while looking the most happy and cheerful of the 3. Her story is, let's just say I need to constitute a gore warning because of this section. Plus, it's Zunus, so that was a given, to be honest. The next one is about Sekibunki, and trust me, you can already tell good shit is gonna happen after its first page. Feels like a rerun with Marissa and Sekibunki meeting in such unusual circumstances. The last one is about Kagero, and compared to the last 2, is really tame in its crazy factor, but that doesn't stop it from being enjoyable. Not every story needs to involve skulls and balloons to be entertaining, I think anyway. Number 3. This next work will focus on Chiruno. Don't worry, she won't be roasting people, as much as I would like to see that, to be honest. Chiruno and Reimu's 1, 2, 3, created by Kamo Nari, suggested by Robert, however the fuck you say that last name, is a work just mentioned is about Chiruno. But given the title, Reimu is in it as well. It's mostly about the interactions between Reimu and Chiruno. The subject is usually either about their friendship or romance, and regardless of whatever they're focusing on, it's a simple yet fun work about the 2. I say simple, but there's about 9 chapters to it. I'd be lying if I said I read the entirety of it. I think I got about 4 chapters so far, so I know firsthand it's an enjoyable work. Plus, we don't tend to see much Reimu and Chiruno work, or at all, if I recall anyway. If you're ready for a long journey between the 2, then I suggest this work. Number 2. This next work is a little weird as it doesn't have a name. I'm just gonna call this a long comic strip. It's created by Shiroshi or Denpa Ishiden, suggested by Datlin. It's a story that involves the SDM. It starts with Sakuya and Rumelia talking about Sakuya's aging, or the lack of it. Just to give you a time frame, Rumelia went to the shrine recently after a long time and Reimu has grandkids. We then get a cut to a grave and there we see that it's Patchley. And this is only the beginning of the train wreck that will be your emotions. I'm just gonna leave it there, but there's one thing I want to know importantly. This is under the tag of Tragedy of Long Life. It usually showcases pictures of people who continue to live looking like they did in the past, even after many years since their friends or family members died due to old age. A good example would be pictures of yokais looking over the graves of their human friends. A very sad but beautiful pool depending on the picture. Aside from this story being fucking depressing, it does take this tag and twist it in a way that I've yet to see before, which I had to admit was really interesting. If your emotions are prepared, I suggest tackling this one. Number 1. You know what? After something as heavy as that, let's take it down a notch when it comes to the emotions and laugh a bit. Staggeringly, hopelessly, unbelievably dark gray, created by Fuente, is a story that involves both the Miuran and Hermit crew. It starts with Miko and Byakuya knocked out at a spa. Their argument would have continued on, except there was something different this time. Tojiko. She requested a truce between the two. And let's just say disobeying someone when they had those eyes would not be a good thing for your health. After the truce, things turned out pretty well until we come full circles to the two leaders being unconscious. Fearing what Tojiko would do to them if she found out, Futo and Sega hide the bodies and do whatever they can to prevent Tojiko from seeing them. Let's just say things get zombie-like, if you will. It's an entertaining work as I've never seen Tojiko as the super threat as she poses in this work. It makes you want to root for the girls to succeed. Or else. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Which Doujin works are you going to check out after? Do you want to see Parsi suffer in Gensokyo? Or are you willing to suffer after reading the unnamed comic strip? Or do you want to see the Miuran and Hermit crew work together in order to avoid punishment time from Tojiko? Like always, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please give it a like and subscribe. Or else Tojiko might come after me with those eyes. And I really don't want to see that anytime soon. Either way, this is Magi and thanks again for watching.